Hi everyone, welcome to my doll room tour. As promised, since I've had the new doll room, I thought today would be a good day to do it as I have just cleaned it. I finished the circus diorama over the weekend, as those of you who follow me on Instagram may have seen, as I posted some photos. And having finished it, I cleaned the room because I had things all over the place and all over the floor whilst I was making it. So I thought, well, it looks lovely in here now. I better make that video. I've been promising everyone. So we'll just carry on. Bear with me. I'm not sure how long my phone camera will allow me to film for. So if it cuts out at all, I may just have to do, more than one video. Anyway, here we go. Open the door. I'll just give you a quick pan around. You can see how lovely and clean and tidy it is. Yes, and this is why it was a good day to film. Right, behind the door I have one of these hanging things for storage, added storage. I keep mainly doll wigs in this. So doll wigs, magic eraser, yes, that's not all of it either. I keep finding more. And the odd pair of doll shoes. Those are smart doll sized shoes up there. I have my lanyard from our trip to Disneyland Paris in 2018. So I've got a few pins on that one, not many. Cinderella, of course. And I have my little bell figure and a sloth, because I love sloths. I have a few sloths about the place. The teddy bears, hanging teddy bears, used to belong to my oldest daughter, but I couldn't bear to throw them out because I thought they were so sweet, so I've just hung them on the back of my door. Anyway, so that's the door. Moving round, I have an old vegetable trolley here, which I have nabbed, which I've got a few things on, nothing terribly exciting. There's some flowers here, artificial flowers for a project I'm thinking of doing where I've got quite a few Monster High, Ever After High type dolls, second hand, and I saw this thing which I thought I might like to try something like it, where someone had repainted the faces and then stuck them inside flower heads. And then I bought this wooden star from Hobbycraft to glue them onto, sort of make a bit of artwork. I don't know when I get round to it, but that's what I'm intending to do with that anyway. I've got some milliput and some clay here, just because, and some paints on the bottom. That's not all my paints, obviously, and some gesso. And then there's my old mask down at the bottom. I've got a much better mask now that I wear when I'm spraying with sealant, which is downstairs in the utility room with all my sealants, because I thought keeping flammable cans upstairs in the house is probably not the best place to keep them, especially as the loft here is the hottest place in the house, and it gets very hot up here in the summer, I have discovered this year. So yes, not going to keep pressurized containers up here, so those are downstairs. Sorry if you can hear the rain. I quite enjoy listening to the rain, but that's what it is if you can hear it. Now these boxes, I've got this sort of little area here where I've stacked a load of things in boxes which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. So I've got some boxed dolls, some boxed Monster High and boxed Ever After High here, boxes from my Cindy, things. This is my daughter's old felting sewing machine, which I've not decided what I'm going to do with, sell it probably. And also this is Horsey Corner, so I've got the big white horse here is waiting to be resprayed when I can finally get my airbrush up and running. I've got my Elsa horse, I can't remember what it's called, Spirit Horse from Kim, my sister's original Cindy horse, and the new Cindy horse, which goes with the new Cindy doll, who's up on another horse. My Cindy boxes here from the 2 new Cindys that I've got. There's some more been released yesterday, some more Cindy dolls, and I'm considering getting one of them, but I haven't decided yet. So here we go. Here's the Cindy house. It's not a proper Cindy house. Those of you who've watched before will know I don't have a proper Cindy house, and I probably don't have room for one because they're 3 stories high, and being in a loft with all the sloping roofs, I don't have space, which is probably just as well because they've just released a new wooden Cindy house, which looks like it'll be very nice, but I expect it will cost a lot. So here's my original childhood Cindy horse, and the new horsey Cindy is riding him. My Cindy buggy. I've got a more in-depth video of the Cindy house, so I'll just show you. There's 2 bedrooms here. These are all vintage Cindys. And then at the bottom we have another one of the new Cindys at the back there. She's got so much hair, that girl. I need to do something with that. One of my limited edition Cindys, and then my other limited edition Cindy, who's currently dressed in the vintage nurse's outfit still, in the kitchen, which you may notice the table is missing. It's because I've pinched it for the diorama, so that's why the table is no longer there. My Cindy annuals are next to the Cindy house. So that's the Cindys. We go back this way, we come to the Blythe cabinet, which is all from IKEA. This is room at IKEA. Okay, quickly on the top we have some of my carousel horses I had. This is a music box from when I was a teenager. This one is also a music box, which was a kit that I had to make, which my mum gave me because she obviously knows I love carousel horses. I have the little dog here, which is sort of a doll prop for the bigger dolls. I have 2 Sunny Angels. The seal I bought, the raspberry tart, was a gift from my friend Nikki Murdoch. Check her Blythes out on her Etsy store, House of Murdoch. They are incredible. Yes. This is a little box my youngest daughter made at school for me one Mother's Day. I won't show you all the sides, but you can see she's decorated it with hashtag Dolly Scrumptious and a picture of Eve, who is the first Blythe I customised myself. So gorgeous. Okay, let's open the cabinet door. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the Blythes. I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually is just turn the light on because it's got a bit dark with all that rain coming over. Right, this is Meg. She was my first Blythe custom that I bought. She's customised by Blythe and Shine. Julie Paskey, or Pashke. She is from Australia. I've got 2 of her dolls. I'll show you the other one in a minute. I named her Meg. This is a brooch. This is a Curious Pip brooch. I did a video showing all my Curious Pip dolls. It was one of the first videos I did. I can't remember if I showed the brooch in that one, but anyway, that's there. Circus teddy bear made by Karen Ruby Designs. It's Karen Jarvis actually. Karen Ruby Designs. I love him. And then Amber, you saw the other week, who was named by Mink, the lady who customised her White Rabbit Blythes. Her sister Cora is in the diorama at the moment. Next shelf down we have Isabel, named by me. She was a faceplate I bought from Blythe Adore, and then made the doll, and I believe Blythe Adore and now goes by Zuzu Dolls. I might have got that wrong. She's clearly Red Riding Hood. She does have a cape, but I took it off her when it was really hot the other week. Not because I was worried she would get too hot. I do realise she's a doll. I didn't want her to stain. And this is her wolf, who, as I've mentioned before, is really an Arctic fox, but shh, don't tell him. This girl, my most expensive doll, because she is a almond doll, custom. She's a midi girl. She's a fake midi. She wasn't a, sometimes people ask me which midi was she, but she's just a fake. So she was customised by Floriana. That's her name, isn't it? And she's beautiful. She's also in the circus, as you can see from her outfit. Then we have Poppy here. She is my other Blythe and Shine girl, made by Julie Paschke, Meg's sister. And at the back we have the first of my Spooky Kids Workshop faceplates, which I put together on the doll. So she's an icy, she's not a Blythe, she's an icy doll, and her name is Venom. And her eye chips were gifted to me by Karen and Mink together. They were made for one of them. I can't remember which way around it was. I think Mink made them for Karen, and I said, gosh, that looks like my youngest daughter. And so between the two of them, they conspired to send me a couple of pairs. So I was really chuffed about that. So there's Venom. And there's some Caroline Felix artwork there, for those of you who know who Caroline Felix is. Another Blythe customiser. Very good Blythe customiser. I don't have any of her dolls, sadly. This girl was done by me. Her name is Pixie. She's my fairy girl. I can't take credit for the carving of the faceplate. I bought the faceplate ready carved from AliExpress. But I painted it and put the doll together, put the ears on, etc. So that's her. This girl is my Nanuka Blythe. Her name is Chuffler Billman. She was auctioned by Nanuka a few years ago. She was originally made for herself. I think there was two of them. She gave one to a friend and she kept this one. But she was auctioning off a few dolls a few years ago, and I bid on her, and my bid won. So she is now mine. Her eyes are closed because I wanted to show her lovely airbrushed, I'm guessing, eyelids. In front we have Siren, who is my other Spooky Kids Workshop faceplate, who I made into a mermaid. Mermaid tail. She's got some almond doll eyes on show at the moment. She's lovely. I love the Spooky Kids Workshop faces, actually. They're really, really lovely. And just moving her out of the way slightly, this is Eve. This is Eve, the first. I've only fully customised two Blythes ever, this one and Cinderella, who I'll show you in a minute. So this is Eve. She was my first girl. What can I say? Bless her, in her Poirot moustache dress, and she's got heat colour changing hair, which I didn't realise until it changed in the heat one day by accident, and I wondered what had gone on. Anyway, that's that. Oh, and just let me show you my little pop-up Cinderella carriage, which I got from Pollock's toy shop in London. I didn't go there, I just bought it online. So one side is Cinderella getting out of the pumpkin carriage, and the other side is the fairy godmother turning it into the carriage. Okay, on the bottom of the cabinet, sorry, I know I'm trying not to rush, but I'm trying not to be too long. I have my pull-ups. I have 3 pull-ups, and they were all bought, 2 pull-ups and 1 make-it-own kit, and the 2 pull-ups were both bought second-hand, so I don't have their outfits. So the first one, this is pull-up Yuri, but I don't have her outfit, and I took off her original wig, so this is a wig that I've put on her, but her face-up is the original face-up. At the back, sorry, just move this. This is Poulip Kuhn. Now I'm going to spell this for those who might think that's a bit outrageous. It's Kuhn, Kuhn. I don't know how to say it anyway. I don't have her outfit either, but I love her short hair and her eyes. Green eyes, lovely. And then this girl is the make it own kits. So I've done her face. I also made her eye chips, actually. Yeah, I did. I forgot about that. I made the eye chips and I've painted her face up, and I copied, for those of you who might spot it, I'm not sure if it's that good, but just in case, yes, I purposefully copied Pulip Kiyomi's face up, hence the gold eyes, although I'm not sure if you can really see that they're gold on the camera, but because I wanted to make my own tribute to Pulip Kiyomi, who I loved. The original one, which was quite hard to get at the time. The only thing was the blonde wig I had for her, because Kiyomi was a blonde. I couldn't get it to fit, so that's why she's got this pink wig instead, which we'll have to do. So she's named Neomi Nix Kiyomi. And I do have a make it own doll kit somewhere, which I'm going to make. I used to have several Pulip kits, but I sold them because I'm not such a Pulip fan, so yeah, I sold those. Next we have my Cinderella shelf. Sorry, I was just zooming in then because I wanted to show you this, but I'm going to have to turn the light off again. So now I've put the light on, you can't see. Can you see this? This beautiful Cinderella picture, cut-out picture, is actually lit, but it's gone a bit bright in here now, so you can't really see. It's actually, yeah. Anyway, I was given that by my friend Judy last year on my 50th birthday, and she made me cry. Well, not in a bad way. I was so overwhelmed by the present, and I'd had such an awful day because I wasn't very well at the time, and when she gave me that, it was just so lovely. So thank you, Judy. It's here, pride of place, on the Cinderella shelf. With my Cinderella mug from Disney store. I bought this one secondhand on eBay. You can't get them anymore. The little hanging decoration from Disney store, her carriage. This is the other Blythe that I made I did from scratch. My Cinderella girl, she's on a liquor body with her little Pulip doll, mousy friend, and this was a shoe from one of my daughter's Disney Cinderella dolls, so she has her shoe there. And then I just have my Russian dolls here as well. So that's the Cinderella cupboard. And also in front of the cupboard I have my metallic magnetic, you know what I'm trying to say, it's magnetic. Unfortunately it can't go up on the wall because my husband is worried about how thick the plaster is. It's a whole thing, I won't bore you with it. So it's just down here, it's got all sorts of lovely things on it, which I won't go into, but there you go. I'll just show you the lovely Cindy as a nurse print, which I had to get because that's exactly what I used to wear when I was nursing. So we'll just move this out of the way and I'll give you a quick swizz in the cupboard because I know how we like to look in each other's cupboards. So this cupboard is paper crafts mostly, and things for journaling and making scrapbooks and journals. I want to make a journal for each of my daughters, you know, like you do. So I've got loads of things in here which I'm going to use for that. So I won't bore you everything, but there we go. There's inks and washi tape. There's a whole stash of blue tack there. That's not for journaling, obviously. It's just where it happens to be. Tissue paper, stickers, paper, tissue paper, crayons. Yeah, there we go. So that's that. Another IKEA purchase, of course. And in the bag there is my old tile cutters from when I made mosaics, which was a few years back now. Okay, some boxes of stuff there with some old cushions which I use to kneel on the floor if I'm doing anything on the floor. And then we come on to the next IKEA cabinet. This box, this sloth box, you seeing the theme, the sloths, is full of doll accessories. so I won't bore you with that. There's some paper on top, printer paper, various things, and a little easel which I need to paint up. Right, but the cupboard itself, it's not terribly interesting. This has got my Blythe customising stuff in it. So, and I've also got a cutter and things, you know, little cutter. And bubble wrap. Wire from wine bottles to use for the wire. Bottle tops that I make the candles out of, the candle holders. I've got one of these, which I can't remember what it's called, to make a display under. And then I've got more Blythe. I've got face plates and all sorts of things in there. Yeah, so it's just some Blythe stuff basically in that one. Next to that on the floor is material. All material. And next to that is my other beautiful picture. And let's move this lamp out of the way. Which I haven't decided if I'm going to put it up on the wall behind my BJDs yet or not, because it's the only place I can really put it without risking it getting damaged by the light. It's my Mab Graves. I can't remember what the print's called now, but it's obviously it's a circus. It's a spooky circus. Can you see a theme developing here? It's absolutely gorgeous. Next to that is the airbrush and compressor still in the box. I will get round to using them one day, and an old lamp that I pinched from my husband's office. Right, so then we are on to this desk, the desk in the middle of the room, which currently has the diorama on it, which those of you, like I say, if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen. Cora is here. Cora is my other White Rabbit Blythe's doll, Amber's sister. These are the little candles I make with the bottle tops. I have added a few things since I posted my pictures. I put some perfume bottles there and the other candles on the table. Next to her is the little monster girl, the little cheesed off monster girl. Still cheesed off. The only other thing I have is this is paper towel that I use when I'm painting. Oh, and this came this morning, which is a top for my Lucy Venn doll, who I will show you in a minute, because you can see when I show you that she is still naked at the moment. On the bottom of this trestle table, I just have some books and the Monster Dolls box. On this side, there's my bin. And over here, my sewing machine, which is broken. And I took it to my mum and she couldn't mend it, so I'm going to have to get another one. And then the box has got the glue gun in it, not very exciting. Over here, next to the Cindy house, is my other trolley. I'll go through it quite quickly. Top shelf, some pencils, some paints, and glues. Lots of pencil sharpeners as well, because, and baby powder, which I used when I was making my latex wings for my Daniel doll, and sometimes I use on doll hair when I'm trying to get the grease out of it, so that's just there for that. Second shelf down is various things: wire cutters, wire, nail tattoos, face sponges, using for face up, more magic eraser. See, it's everywhere. And then the bottom shelf is paints and gloves. Paints, lots of paints. Paint. Okay, the main desk. Well, it's not really the main desk, it's smaller than the other one, but the desk that's in the window. What can I show you? It's just got, so this is my Pampered Chef carousel. It's meant to be for kitchen utensils, but I use it for pencils, pens, etc. A tray of odds and sods. This one was my oldest daughter made me this one. Mummy is the best. You better believe it. That's got stickers and things in it. This is I can't remember the name of the lady who I got this from. She's a well-known Australian artist. I can't remember. Anyway, this is her. It's a pen pot, but I use it obviously for all my brushes, and there are some watercolour pencils in there too. Some gifts and other things on the windowsill, rocks, pebbles that I picked up on the beach. I've got my little storage unit, which has got various things in it. I won't go through every drawer. There's some doll shoes in there, and there's some doll hands in there as well. This came from Caroline Felix as well. It used to be in the Cindy house when it was the Blythe doll house. The Dolly Corner sign, which I forgot to light up, but there we are. And a few things on the top. Yeah. Mini pestle and mortar that I used to grind my pastels in. My magnifying light with my Nicole's Dreams Andrea charms on it. There we go. There's a witch. This is Cancer. I'm a Cancerian. And this is a special mermaid one that she gave me when I bought an original painting of hers, which I have since had to sell. So that's the desk. This is a standing desk. And my new chair. Also, guess where the chair came from? Yes, that's right, IKEA. With my blanket on it. Right. Nearly there, folks. Next to the desk, there's a sewing box. This one's my sewing box. Another sewing box, Cath Kidston. I bought that years ago before Cath Kidston was even a thing. I didn't even buy it in a Cath Kidston shop. A massive tie-dyed pencil case which I bought for transporting doll clothes around when I go anywhere. Lens wipes for my glasses. Disney bag, knitting bag. Okay, dolls. So I've got my 2 American Girl dolls at the back. 2 of my animators, Pocahontas and Cinderella. I've got Jessie and Bullseye here. These belong to my youngest daughter. She decided she was too old for Jessie and Bullseye and was going to get rid of them. And I said, no, give them to me. They could come and live in the doll room. So they come up here. There's my 2 17-inch Monster High girls. One who I have customised and one who I haven't yet. So obviously the bride is the one that I've done myself. Here, sorry, this is a bit awkward. I know I'm all over the place. This also belonged to my youngest daughter. It's her toddler, Ariel. I just couldn't get rid of her because she's just too lovely. And what is it with Disney Ariel dolls? Their hair is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And my other animator is... Rapunzel, still in the box. I did buy her intending to customise her, so maybe one day. Right, now we come on to the big... Sorry, I know this is... I'm on the floor, I'm everywhere. This is the big unit at the back. Okay, so the 4 this side have got the doors on it with the hanging... You can hang stuff on it. So this one's got my 2 mini girls. There's a Lati Yellow and a Pookie Fee. Pookie Fee's waiting to be have a face up done. And then there's some LOL dolls and other things. Next one, it's got a card from Dolly Treasures. It's got some artwork of Reese and... Oh my God, what's her name? Feyre from Court of Mist and Fury, and my UK BJD Con ticket for next year. Yes, I've bought it already. I've got some cards here, a lovely Cindy card that Kim sent me for my birthday last year. No, year before. Anyway, whenever it was, last year. And some things on the front here. These are these Schneider acrylic markers, which I haven't tried yet. Got those in Hobbycraft. In the cupboard, Instax stuff, a bag of clothes which I'm possibly going to sell, Blythe clothes, and there's some mini animated dolls in there. Bottom one is, I don't know what that is. Stuff in a box. I think there might be some heads in this box, BJD heads. And a Wonder Woman Blythe carrier that was my daughter's, that she gave to me when she'd grown out of her Blythe doll. This one, this is a lovely vanity case that my sister gave me in there, and a Star Wars Lego, obviously, because why not? And the bottom one, there's my Creatable World dolls in there, which I'm intending to do something with, and some magazines at the bottom. Okay. Oh, sorry, we're on a slope now, so I'm just trying not to hit my head. On top of this part of the cabinet, I've got my Instax camera. This is a air thingy diffuser. It's Winnie the Pooh from my daughter's chair when she was a baby. That is a porcelain doll head, which is going to be made into a porcelain doll. I have spoken about that project before. This is my BJD SD sized head from, and I can't remember who it's from, Randy Dolls or something like that. Could be. My Squishmallow, because why not? I can't remember what this doll's called either, but that she's there. Another Cinderella mug with various tools in it, X-Acto knife, etc, etc. Maleficent mug with doll stands in it. Luke Skywalker doll, which I had when I was early 20s, never removed from the box. Bought him a long time ago. He's finally got somewhere to be on display, along with his mate Boba Fett down here. Look. They're also from my early 20s when I was a huge Star Wars fan. This beautiful girl, I wish I could say I'd done her face up, but I didn't. I bought her, and she is absolutely gorgeous. She's there Ever After High, and my Cindy mug. Okay, moving on to the next bit. 32 minutes. Okay, the camera's still going, so that's promising. Okay, if I start on the top with the actual dolls, most of the dolls, it's a Dream Fairy body, but the head is not a Dream Fairy head, and I can't remember. In fact, I don't think it ever, because I bought it from AliExpress, it didn't say where the head was from. It might be a Beaumalong head. I'm plucking that out of somewhere deep in my memory. I did her face up, which I was really pleased with how that turned out. The head doesn't really fit that well on the body though. I've had to do the old heating up with a hairdryer trick, and even that's probably due to the fact that I have very weak hands and a bad back. I'm sure if someone was a bit stronger than me, they could probably push it on and it would be absolutely fine. But she just sits there. She just sits there looking pretty, so it's fine. Here's my Daniel boy, who's the one I made the latex wings for and still waiting for a face up. Yeah, I know, what can I say? I'm terrible. I think I did get as far as spraying him though, so you never know, it might happen soon. Next to him, and the girls, you might have noticed, the girls have all got new outfits, and some have got new wigs on as well. So this is Minifee Ria, R-I-A, not the R-H-I-E-A one. Yeah, I know. Those of you in the know will know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't will just think, what? But that's the Ria sculpt. She's wearing a new outfit. I got this top the other week from a lady here in the UK, which I think is ace. And she looks really cool in it with the black leggings. She obviously needs face up. Candy has the new wig. She was wearing a grey wig and I've put her in this blonde one, which really suits her. I did not do her face up. She was the first BJD I bought, and so I bought her with a face up because I had no idea if it was going to be something I would want to be trying to do. And it's such a nice face up that I've kept it. So she's rocking some pink sparkly leggings. Next to her is Brianna. I did do this face up. I think it's possibly my favourite face up I've ever done. She's my Celine. Such a pretty sculpt. I know Angela Lady Batcher said she'd ordered a Celine. She's so lovely, so pretty. Yeah, absolutely. One of my favourite sculpts. So she's wearing this. They're all on doll stands at the minute. So apart from Daniel, he stands like a rock. Oh, that's it, he'll fall over now. Next to them is my smart doll, Genesis. I always get Genesis and Gemini muddled up, but it's Genesis, isn't it? Cherry, as I call her. She's still hanging on to summer with her ice cream. I don't blame her. And she's wearing 2 different coloured pumps, because why not? I couldn't decide which ones to put on her, so I put one of each. That's her. Next to her is Clara, my real Minifee. I did her face up. I'm not very happy with it. I think I'm going to redo it. It looks like she's got purple lipstick smeared all over her, around her chops and on her chin to me. So at some point I think I'll have to do it again. I just can't face it at the minute. I've only just finished her. But anyway, she's there. Looking lovely. And next to her is Lucy Wen. Yes, she's got her boobs out, so, you know, dolly partial nudity, if that worries you. This is her top. You see, only came today, so I haven't put it on her. Yeah, she's my Centaur girl. Gorgeous. And the mushrooms I bought from a little gift shop in Dunster. Look it up if you don't know Dunster. It's got a rather fine castle there. And there was an episode of Poirot, the Cornish Mystery, I think, was filmed in Dunster, and they have lovely lots of shots of the town, looking down the town street with the castle in the background. There we go. Then we have some more fake flowers here, which I just like. I bought them because I like them, the roses. My ballet shoes at the back, not my actual ballet shoes. For a start, they're too big for me. They are a pair that was decorated by someone, and I bought them ages ago, and I just think they look lovely there. And then we have Rowan, of course, lovely Rowan, with her cabinet of delights. And I got her a cauldron as well. I don't think I've shown you guys this. She's got a cauldron. Another AliExpress find. She's wearing her new nightgown, which is what I photographed her in on holiday last week, for those of you who follow me on Instagram. That arrived the morning we went, so I popped her in it and off we went. I wasn't even going to take her to start with. And then this bird cage, which I haven't decided what I'm going to do with. Okay, the cabinets. I'm going to try and finish off now. I'm just moving some stuff out of the way, sorry, because I've got another chair here. Also trying not to hit any off buttons. This box, what's this box got in it? Oh, this is just plastic bags and some Christmas accessories in this one. Sorry, this is where I could really do with having a third hand, because now I can't get it in. I'm just going to leave it. Next to this shelf has got some canvases on, some fake leather, scrapbooking papers, and then books at the bottom. I've got 2 shelves of books. I'll show you a quick scan. Some of these are children's books that belong to my computers that I can't get rid of. Others mostly are doll books. Drawing books and art books. There we go. Excuse me, I'm just knocking something over. Up on the next shelf, this is actually a paper theatre that I need to put together, that my mum bought me when I was 14, and I still haven't done it. It's Cinderella as well, so I must do it. Some pictures there which I can't show you, and this is there's this, it's a special certificate. I can't show you all of it because it's got my dad's name on it. I lost my dad a couple of years ago, as you know, and up in Sheffield, up in the north of the country, they're making a steel man, a statue, a huge statue, which is going to go be placed on the hill overlooking Sheffield, and to commemorate the steel industry that used to go on there. And they're going to place this steel heart, this is like a drawing of it, inside the steel man. And the British Heart Foundation, you could make a donation, and they will engrave, because this is all made of steel, see, engrave the name and tribute to your loved one on there. So I did that for my dad, so his name is on the Heart of Steel, which is going into the steel man, and that's my certificate to tell me that his name is on there. Next one, here's my last Blythe. This is Ginny. Who customised her? I can't remember the name of the customiser. It wasn't me. She was a doll that my daughter wanted, and I put her away from my daughter, and then my daughter decided she didn't want her anymore. So she's now mine again, and she's been shopping. This is the other doll that I said, in fact no I didn't, did I? Because I didn't, yes. Forget that. This doll was made by a lady here in the UK, and I have two of her other dolls, which I think I've mentioned in another video. That's what I'm thinking of. And there's just some accessories there. Down here, this one is Cindy clothes. This is a box full of Cindy clothes. Those are my limited edition Cindy boxes down there. There's a shoe box there which I've kept for storage, and my resin soul doll carrier. Next to that is wool and lace and other scraps of material, so that's the third material thing. This box here, which I won't pull out because I won't be able to get it back, is got second hand Monster High dolls and things in for me to customise. Right, next shelf. Okay, this is Ipple House Lonnie sculpt doll that was gifted to me. This is my Doll in Mind flown head. She's not on a Doll in Mind body. I can't remember what. It's a legit head, but the body is recast, and I can't remember what company that it is. But anyway, she's on that one for now. She's been stripped off because she was wearing black, and obviously it was very, very hot. I have my little fee girl here for similar reasons. That's why she's not got anything on her bottom at the moment, because she was wearing a very dark pair of dungarees. Then I have my Petuza Adaku, waiting for a face up. Yeah, that's going to be tricky because she's very, very tiny. She's wearing a pull-up dress. And then here is my fawn, my resin soul wrong head on the, I can't remember. She's on the deer-legged body, and as you can see, she's next to be done because I have those hooves and her head are all sprayed, ready to be painted. So she's next on my list, and that's why she's got these sticks so that her elastics don't ping up out of the way, because I don't want to restring the whole doll. Okay, so that's her. Lastly, here we go. So this is my other Smart Doll head. I don't know what sculpt it is, but it's a non-chaos head. If you know what that means, it's It's not a vinyl head, it's a plastic head. I can't remember what the dolls were called. He did them for a while, where he made the slightly cheaper dolls that were plastic, and I can't remember what they were called. But that's a head from that one. This is my Doll Chateau Zora head, who is halfway through being blushed to match her body, which is here. This is a legit doll, although the body is not a Zora body. It's Luna, I think it might be. It's one that's got moulded shoes on it. I have a spare body here. This is a A-Zone doll waiting for me to do a face up on her. There's a little tiny Amorai unicorn here. Also needs to be painted. Goodness knows how I'm going to do that. It's so tiny. And then just a photo of me and my daughters. The most beautiful dolls of all. Right, lastly, this contains eyes. My husband bought me this when he went to a hardware store. He said, I thought you might find this useful for some of your little bits. And I thought, yes, that's genius. Excuse me one moment. I'm just going to... My door is banging in the wind, so I'm just going to open it. Sorry, because it's going to get on my nerves. This box, I'm not sure what's in this one. This one might be the one with the heads in it. Spare heads. They're all recast. They're not, I don't have lots of expensive doll heads hanging around the place. This is my Pulip doll Mio kit. Elastic puller, should I ever decide to go for it and restring a doll. This has got nail varnishes and eyelashes in it. Nail varnishes for making eye chips and eyelashes. And then this one here is full of Blythe outfits. And this one is full of BJD and other doll outfits. So that is it. Let me just pan back a bit. Sometimes I find when you watch a doll video, it's hard to, you watch it and then you can't really picture the whole room. So I'm just going to give you a little pan around. I'm sorry if it was all over the place. It's really difficult to film holding the phone in my hand and negotiating these sloping ceilings. I really don't want to end up concussing myself. Oh, it's my new ring light there, look. The desk. There. Okay, it's a long video. If you've stuck with it to the end, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. There we go. I really enjoyed sharing my room with you. Bye everyone. Bye.